mixed with this guy swimming away from me, it was so hard to get him back to shore. Will Heron, one day I was drowning in lava and John saved me. This guy, he doesn't lie, this guy.
No,
Will
he's
Heron,
a news reporter. He's not going to lie to us.
He's amazing. Best.
And people don't understand it, you know?
True. I agree. So you're saying
no, just start that again. Sorry.
The current mixed with this guy swimming away from me, it was so hard to get him back to shore. Will Heron, one day I was drowning in lava and John saved me. This guy, he doesn't lie, this guy.
No,
Will
he's
Heron,
a news reporter. He's not going to lie to us.
He's amazing. Best.
And people don't understand it, you know?
True. I agree. So you're saying a smug Jew, so I would be smuggish.
Right.
Is what you're saying. Smuggish.
You got it.
Will.
Thank you, Will.
Thank you for that.
I think Schuler's more thug than smug.
Could be. This is a new intro for you guys. Hope you guys like
the new honky tonk of America. Please bear with me one time.
Well.
Hey, Dan, I'm out here to Evangeline Downs with my friend Snowball. It's Derby time. Snowball, who you got? Chasing freedom. Me too.
I don't know why you're so mean to me every time I call in, and I know
It starts with an idea.
You're very mean to your fans.
And then it ends up like summer rain.
So this is what they're talking about when it's being referenced, and I thought it was interesting because I've noticed one thing that's very common in this Dabble verse.
Let's get into my epic interview. So as I get this thing going,
new court date in addition to the already new court date that she had for her previous charge, but for her current charge.
Neither of them should get in trouble for that.
They don't use their real names, you know what I'm saying? We're like, hey, Elisa does, but it's like a parody of her. She's not Jewish. Is Elisa Jewish? What do you think? I mean, it doesn't matter either. I don't care.
Like technically, I think your mom has to be.
Zscoro says,
my biggest fan.
You have an annoying femme voice. Are you ready to kiss the ring?
Is that the one that beat his girlfriend or something and cheated on her or something? Which one was that?
Smoking that OG Bobby Johnson saying fuck that neon life.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
Yeah. So I mean, that's kind of why this little tit for tat of like who's got the nicer cards.
Got my threes on.
Just the only thing that I'm going to point out is that, I was so wrong about you being a deceptive cunt who puts a bullshit title. Yeah, that showed me getting better. Look at his dumb face. He loves this. The scumbag, this is the most hype he's going to get in his life.
That's
and this is shut the fuck up. And the thing that I learned in the past decade in finance is this.
Give me that grip. Give me the grip. Give me the grip. Yeah.
High frequency trading, and he has a seat at the Chicago Board of Trade, and he's doing something, and he's in Chicago.
Here we go. So he had messaged on the video that I had out there of the fight between him and Jordana. During that,
trying to get my numbers right, bingo. Going 100 niggas, see no. I'm working all night like
tell an approximate amount for just that one, and then I have 600 of them. You fucking idiot! Coming down to this. No, that idiot. I've told him all these things because he can't comprehend simple mathematics. This is shit that a second grader would get, right? Correct? Like to be able to understand which number you should divide by what. This fucking moron.
Fucking kilo, yeah. I'll wrap it up like a burrito. Shit, I'm tripping. I come back when the beat start. Oh.
I had to put him in the intro, man. Yeah, he had to get a little bit of that. His fun was cool. Well, not cool. It was cool to Dr. Chow.
And I'm not gonna sit around anymore. That's what I was doing. I was sitting around feeling sorry for myself. And I felt like I had no power. And that's the worst feeling. For me, I hate that feeling. So what I decided to do is,
I'm zoning off, do the sign of the cross. cross cause I'm high as fuck. Kiss the moon and the stars like. She get on, I get on. She took off that spin, now vodka. It's not, I'm going, I'm flowing. I just dropped the phone and it's slow on that pole and I'm rolling. Now watch how I do it.
If physical abuse of any type of men hitting women hitting men bothers you, then this is the time to maybe click that X button. Honor my feelings. I understand.
But I can't, the bass smells my face.
Give me the grip. That's my favorite kind of pie. That French stuff there from Village Inn. Oh man, makes me hungry
And the
just
clip
looking at
of
it.
Ray, like a super cut of Ray, because every show Ray's like, man, I wish I was gay, but I'm not. He said that to the guy. I don't like men.
No
His
child
form
tonight.
of comedy
I'm
and
sad.
Ray's form of comedy is
Y'all
just
can't
saying,
be child. You gotta leave.
man, I wish I was gay. Life would be so much easier.
Bro.
Nah, they ain't ready for me yet. Might click there.
Will Heron, what's up, brother? $5. Bob, Gina equals 100%. Best Western accent equals 0. Yeah. You don't think a guy sounded like me in the West back in the day?
From New York?
Yeah. You don't think somebody got lost and like, can you keep those fucking horses a little quiet fucking at night? Because we're trying to fucking sleep here, you motherfuckers.
There's a legend that's sung in Rhode Island, told to
I love
children
Andrew
with
He's always a
faces
good boy,
agleam.
but my
Not a hero, an absolute madman.
Making fun of people.
Bomb the shit out of that company. No more Lotus or Power 9 bullshit. Those pedophiles knew it was nigh. That man got on a plane in Toronto, got an AK-4 and prepared to say hi. Adam Worski, axe-wielding maniac, Hasbro, you fuckers, we pray for your soul. Adam Worski, get in, no way with it. Touch that boy's hole and you'll pay Adam's toll.
I uploaded this song a little bit earlier too, and so I didn't get a copyright strike.
Enlisted the help of some dear friends, the time-traveling demon Sam Hyde. And they vowed to eradicate Hasbro. They crashed the plane, kicked the door, went inside. There was blood on the ceiling, screams echoed for miles as Adam lay waste to his claim. They rescued the boys and the girls who were slaves, and every last one of them chanted his name. Adam Worski, Hitler on steroids, enacting upon magic his genocide. Adam Worski, hero of Canada, we laughed and we laughed at how many had died. Adam Worski, doing it for free. He'll never stop on his valiant quest. Adam Worski, it might be a pseudonym. Touch that girl's chest and he'll strap on a suicide vest. Oh yes.
Gotta sing you a little bit.
Adam Worski, murderous psychopath. Cash all your checks, 'cause he's coming for Hollywood next.
And Fade to Black. That's all I got to say about that. I hope you guys like that intro. We'll try to spice up the last part. Maybe every week add a little bit more to it. Kind of slip in some more cuts of talking around the Download verse or whoever talks back to us. You know, we do here. So my man, my carnal, my pareja, mi amigo, the Dr. Shao, he's a little sick, man. He needs a doctor of his own today to make him feel a little better. So I am sad. I'm missing my boy, but you know what? Hope you feel better, Dr. Chow. Thinking about you, homie. Maybe I can get at you this weekend. We do another stream or something like that. And I have to say sorry to you guys. It took me a little bit to get to you all this last weekend. I was super duper busy. So no one in my life wants to hang out with me or ever see me until like last week, and they'll just show up at once. I had like my aunt and my uncle show up on Saturday, and then Sunday, one of my boys showed up from like out of the blue that I haven't seen in like 100 million years. And so that was super awesome to be able to see him and be able to hang out with those people. But it kind of took me away from doing this stuff. But man, I really cleaned up my apartment. So nice. And then we never even came to my apartment. We just went out to eat. So I had, the apartment's nice. You can eat off the freaking floors, but no one saw it. So does it even exist? I think it does. It exists to me. Okay. So I already told you about Chow. He's a little sickly. He's an enfermo. Elisa Jordana was sentenced yesterday. I don't think she had to stand in front of the judge. Her high-powered and very expensive lawyers probably did all that for her. She's not going to go to prison. She's not going to get the electric chair. I know some of you guys thought that, but she dodged the bullet. She hasn't been such a bad girl in Florida, so she's getting like second chances there, which, I mean, hey, we all saw the video 270,000 times from all over the world. I saw your comments. They were all over the place, but it seems like the state of Florida has sided with your boy Bakram. He is going to be the guy. Clickbait 3 minutes and nothing but cartoon. Oh, Two Below. Sorry, man. Just want to get you, some different stuff. Get you a little warm up with you. Throw a track. Anyways, so Jordana pleaded guilty. She almost had the book thrown at her, but didn't, which is a good thing because, she doesn't need to get the book thrown at her. But this is what it is. This is what we're going to be looking at. As you guys can see, she definitely is going to be all right. Again, she was sentenced there yesterday. She got, I believe it was 45 community hours of service that she was going to have to handle. Yeah, it was a plea deal. So she's going to be okay. She's not going to be going to Sing Sing anytime soon. Pull that thing back up and pause it. Try to be sneaky and kind of play it that way. So you can see in the back there. So like I said, she's going to be quite all right. Fast forward a little bit so I can actually read it on this computer over here. It pops up. Yeah, there we go. And you can barely see that, but that's right. Yeah. So again, 45 basically community hours. She's going to be all right. No real super issues. After that, it's preferred adjudication. If you guys know what adjudication means, basically, it's never going to show up on your record if she completes, I believe, the year of probation she was given. So after that's done and she is a good girl, then it never happened. It goes away. She's going to be all right. So again, Elisa Jordana avoided the electric chair in Florida. No, they gas you there. They used to, I think, fry you, but she is going to live. And that's good because we need more content for her. Oh, one of the things that was said by the judge is she is not allowed to have any contact with Z Socorro. I wish the judge said that about me and him because he doesn't like me. It's better for him or me. Who knows? Like them both. Yeah. So that's basically what went down with that. But you know what? I'm not a lawyer or an attorney. I just play one on TV. And I do have a friend that is very good at this stuff. So I'm going to have my boy NJ Courts. But I got some stuff from his channel. My boy who's going to let me use it. But just I'm going to let a trained professional show you guys a little bit more on just exactly what went down through him because he is a gangster. You guys go check out NJ Court's channel. He's a total stud. I love that guy. Good stuff. Go be a juror. I'm a juror there as well. Just real good stuff out of him all the time. Very up to date. He's following a lot of Andy, something Ski Mask Andy. He also follows a lot of the other streamers and people like that who get themselves in trouble. And then he does a really good job of explaining it. So, like I said, I kind of broke it down for you. I showed you the picture of her plea deal gravity. Exactly. You're 100% right with that. Tupelo, I'm gonna give you some dap here in a second too, man. Cartoon stuff kind of broke my heart a little bit there, but big boy.
She
NJ,
had
go.
her hearing set, which was set as a pre-trial hearing for June the 28th at 9 a.m. But that's obviously been canceled because the case is now disposed. Okay. So what they called today was actually, there we go. Plea conference. It was a plea conference. So I have a feeling Miss Jordana's lawyer probably called or probably filed a motion or something in that regards.
Kind of just going off what you said, Rachel. I'm going to put you up there. Yeah. Did you see that someone called in and sent a message in and threatened him with a suit, with a lawsuit? So we'll go over that too. I'll play that for you guys here. I'll play you that after this. But again, I just want to make sure the trained professional pretty much explains it to you guys. But I am a fan of NJ Court, so I hope this doesn't give us a problem. He's a really nice guy, and he's been super cool to me. So maybe you guys can work it out. Maybe I can mediate that. Maybe you could pay me. Maybe I could oppose you. You see what went down? Just kidding.
Asking for a plea conference, meaning that instead of wasting the court's time and the lawyer's time and everybody's time, and obviously because Ms. Jordana sounds like she wants to plea and did take a plea, didn't want to continue going to a jury trial or going that far at that point, they went ahead and it sounds like had this plea conference scheduled, okay? And that's what took place today. So here's what happened. It says, defendant present, sworn and testified and advised of rights. Okay. Other, a condition of probation. Total criminal court cost and fines, $675 with the due date of May 20th next year. Court costs were $575. Standard court costs were $135. We've got statutory court costs for count 1, $440. Other fees, $100. Cost of prosecution, $100. I don't know if that's all going to be in addition to the $675,
right?
Or if the total came to be greater and then they discounted something. I don't know, but either way, she's got some court fines and costs associated. So for count 1, which was a misdemeanor simple battery charge, she went ahead and pleaded guilty. But here's something very important, okay? Do you see under court action? Pretty much this is what happened. It says adjudication withheld, okay? So let me just read you the exact definition of what that means in the state of Florida. Florida, a withhold of adjudication is a special anything under the probationary term to get herself in trouble.
Yeah, so basically history. She needs to be a good girl. If she gets in trouble, then she goes
back. This charge of simple battery will be off of a record.
Judges don't like that.
They're pretty much within or probably within or 30 days prior to the end of probation. Okay, so let me read that one more time. Defendant to complete all terms of probation within or 30 days prior to end of probation. Yeah. 45 hours community service at a rate of no less than 10 hours per month. No contact with the victim. Anger management course looks like 12 hours.
That's another one too. The
mental health evaluation
class there, my bad. You see the mental health evaluation as well. So she'll get those as she goes through this process and then has to show the paperwork and stuff to the judge to make sure that everything has been done properly and gets squared away so that she can get through this and out and on her way back to California, raising more trouble. But as you notice, she's been, I say a good girl. But she hasn't been in trouble the past 2 weeks, but she hasn't streamed in the past 2 weeks either. So I wonder if there's a little bit of, something involved with that where she behaves and doesn't get in trouble. Yeah, good things generally happen to those. But what would her content be?
Comply with all recommended treatment. Early termination after 6 months when conditions are met.
So yeah, just 6 months.
Defendant may buy out all remaining community service hours at a rate of $10 per hour.
Yeah.
Okay. So she can buy out some of those community service hours at a rate of $10 per hour, and her probation is going to be for a term of 12 months. Or defendant may buy out all remaining community.
So that's basically the explanation. You kind of understand what's going on with that. So now you were updated with Elisa Jordana. She's going to be all right. She's not going up the river or down the river or in the ocean or wherever they put the bad boys and girls. She did good in jail, though. Remember when we talked to her? She said that she got along well. She met everybody and became friends. So if she did go to prison, I think she would be okay. Praying for her. So why don't we, gravity makes me sad. You mispronounce this. We're not all perfect. I can feel that. I mispronounce things at times. Coming here to Louisiana, everything has like a French accent, and I'm from like a Latin accent area in El Paso where everything is, Spanish. And then here, of course, it's like English mixed with French mixed with Spanish. So I've been learning different ways to say things. Like it's not Lafayette, it's Lafayette, and it's not New Orleans, it's New Orleans. So you ever hear in the Big Easy, that's how you pronounce things in you won't get beat up like I almost got beat up. No one wants to beat me up because I will beat them back. Just kidding. But so, some of you guys that don't like NJ, again, it makes me sad. I like him. He's been very nice to me. I'm not talking bad about him ever. But something kind of crazy happened during his stream. I don't like it. Like when the guy who's reporting the news kind of becomes the news. But this is a little bit of those kind of situations. And it's not that super big of a deal, but it's kind of interesting. I want you guys to take a peek at it as we get to rocking and rolling. Check this out.
And actually, I might even share. I just got a threat, as a matter of fact, and I might share that with you. And I'm going to tell you right now my 2 cents. You better watch what you this message you just sent me. I am going to just teeter-totter between submitting this today and putting something together. I'm going to let you know something. You better stop the threats right now because you have no clue what you're getting into. I'm just going to leave it at that. Go bother Ski Mask Andy, who's going to be the one you need to worry about doxing all your information, sweetie. Not me. And actually, now that I know it's you, I'm not going to be contacting you, and I'm going to ask you to stop making threats towards me, especially through stuff that I have literally on my phone. That's the dumbest shit. Should have just done it through chat. And then actually attaching all your legal real name now. So now that tells the judge who you are. You're not just an internet personality. So I'm just going to give you a chance to just stop because you're going to get yourself in trouble. All right. Oh my God. But I'm going to share I will share the text message. Okay. This is the thread I just got via Instagram. I would like to request a one-on-one conversation with you to explain where I was coming from my yesterday and my views. So yesterday when you came on and right away, the first thing you said was not, hey, NJC, hey, chat. The first thing you said was, NJC, you're a stalker. You called me a bunch of names. And then you accused me of stalking Ski Mask and stalking Michelle, which you obviously support. But now it sounds like you want to apologize. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, I would like to request a one-on-one conversation with you to explain where I was coming from yesterday and my views. Even though I don't see things the same way, I'm asking one last time for you to keep my name out your mouth. Don't ever say my 2 cents, okay?
My 2 cents is
I'm not joking. I will sue you. Money is not an object. It doesn't matter how much money you got, okay? You've got to have a case. Jesus Christ. All right, anyways. If you were man enough to give me a one-on-one interview on the phone, I'm not recording. Yeah, sure. But you're more than welcome to record it if you like. I don't do that shit, and I'm never going to call you. Please reach out to me and let me know, and we'll set a time, and I'll be there. I'm not joking. I will sue you. Money is not an object. God damn.
It's rough.
Man, I'm going to say this. My 2 cents, just stop. So it's my understanding that you got a channel, and I think what you're trying to do now is trying to promote it, and you learn by Ski Mask how to do it. But it's not the right way, and especially someone like you. You have no idea how this internet works, how this shit is. Just the fact that you sent me a DM like that while I'm live.
Man. NJ.
Oh my God. You obviously don't know anything about the court systems, do you? Mods, please go ahead and escort Miss Marilyn W. Monroe out of the courtroom, please.
Get over here. NJ, laying down the law, baby, and the hammer.
You have been permanently banned from the court of NJ. And please, actually continue to make alts because you have to be a subscriber to chat. Yes. So that just continues to bump up my subscription count.
Oh, you know what? Thank you very much there, NJ. Maybe we'll even stop there at that. But subscribe. I am like 70 away from 1,000. So that's why I made this thing subscriber only. I have to make it happen, man. I got to make it do what it do right now. We got to get to that 1,000 mark, and I'll never ask you for anything again. Or maybe I will. Who knows? Okay, so so kind of like a wild audience. I know that a lot of you guys like the Elisa Jordana stuff. Some of you guys like the the Dabbleverse stuff. I got some kind of wild stuff in the middle. I got some new stuff that I love to kind of hit you guys with too. But I don't know if you guys like the Dabbleverse. I love it, but let's do a little Dabbleverse stuff. I want to take a bite of this apple. I'm pretty angry right now. I'm actually furious with the Dabbleverse. 2 words. David Sarah. Looking at you. I report so hard, like every day. I'm like the hardest reporter out there, reporting like very, very hard. And David Sarah just walks into the Dabbleverse like he's Cronkite or Chip and Bursky or whatever, getting out there, breaking the story, picks up a cell phone and just records John Melendez as he's singing and dancing, and he is now the Dabbleverse reporter. I would say not, my good man, my good sir, Mr. David Sarah. Disappointed in everybody who believes that he is a Dabbleverse reporter as well. So let's watch a little bit of David Sarah's work. If you believe that I hate him, then you are silly. Rachel, what you got to say? Go, yeah, he's had some long storied past, kind of messy. Oh, you're talking about either Ski Mask or NJ. Like I said, everybody gets a chance with me. A lot of people kind of have their demons. You can kind of check those at the door. You get here, you got a clean slate off the bat. So everybody know that. Everybody gets one, like Spider-Man. Everybody gets one, Superman. But I'm glad there is someone covering the IRL legal drama. No one else is really doing it. Yeah, good point. And I think he's pretty good at it too, Rachel. So like I said, maybe you could find a way to make it work. I think we'd both appreciate that. Yeah, I like NJ. But like I said, let's make a little bit of David, Sarah, and John from the Dabbleverse.
Somebody's a master. $2 every day adds up.
Okay, so again, this is Stuttering John Melendez from the Howard Stern show from the 90s and early 2000s, back when it was relevant. He put on a get-together for like the 10-year reunion of the Tonight Show when he was working with Jay Leno like 1,000 years ago, which isn't important, but he thinks it is. We all like to watch and laugh. So this guy, David Sarah, who was trying to work for not Jimmy Kimmel, I forgot his name. A well-known comedian that he had some possible internship or something like that. And so he was in the area and then knew John was going to be doing his thing in Sugar Bush or Sweet Bush or Sugar Tits or whatever the hell the cantina was called. But old freaking Deep Throat here, David Sarah, getting all the scoop. And, me, a really trained reporter, getting absolutely nothing, furious. But I made this for you guys, so enjoy.
Yo. Somebody's a master.
$2 every day adds up. You ingrate. Jim would be disgusted with his own music after hearing
Jim Morrison.
I know I didn't do it. I didn't do him his proper justice.
Keep your eyes on the road. Your hands upon the wheel.
David Sarah's got the camera. He's going to got all that.
But I really didn't want to sing.
No, not at all. If anybody didn't want to sing, it was definitely John Melendez. He did not want to sing. I could see it in his eyes. He had I don't want to sing eyes just glowing.
I didn't. I seriously did not want to go on. I was like, oh shit.
Oh,
Because I didn't, because I knew that my throat is still fucking. Look,
this is the Dabbleverse right there.
It's still there.
This is the Duke of the Dabbleverse.
That's where people like to go down slow.
It's taking a fucking while. Like 3 weeks now with this fucking shit.
So that was Stuttering John Melendez from the Dabbleverse. Rachel, oh my God, I'm going to put this up here. I'm not calling you out. It's okay. How do you explain the Dabbleverse? I've heard a lot of people try to answer this question as well. Wow. It is so wild and big and kind of cool, kind of terrible as well. Basically, it all kind of revolves around Stuttering John Melendez, who was the call screener for the Tonight Show. I can't even tell this whole story. I don't want to break this down fast for you, but you got to know. So basically, it's all about him and him leaving Howard Stern's and then going over to the Tonight Show with Jay Leno and then all of his family and then his life after that. He basically kind of documented by doing podcasts and things like that. And like you got to respect because he did some amazing things with Howard Stern's and stuff like that. And going on to Jay Leno and the Tonight Show, that is wildly impressive. But he's kind of a jerk. So like it's a love-hate thing. You want to startle the life out of him, but he's kind of funny too, and so you got to, I don't know. He's very divisive, but the reason why they use the term Dabbleverse is because he had Chrissy Mayer on his program because again he does a podcast as well, and so Mayer's there with him, and they're hanging out just back and forth, kind of talking, and Chrissy asked John if he did any comedy, and he said he dabbled a little bit, and so. That really torqued him off, and so that's what became the Dabbleverse because John got upset of Chrissy thinking that he just dabbled in comedy. It wasn't really yeah. So again, look that out with Chrissy Mayer. She's kind of funny too and sweet. Oh, I didn't realize I had my light turned off here. There we go. Get a little brighter on you. So yeah, that's pretty much the Dabbleverse, and it's basically about him. But then there's little offshoots of the Dabbleverse where people were making fun of John, like, who are these podcasts? They're awesome. Go look them up. The Shuley Network, they're awesome. Go look them up. They'll really break down the Dabbleverse for you. I didn't do it justice, but it's a little bit more for like adult people and stuff like that. Kind of like us. It isn't really for the kids, like some of these other, like the commentary community, these like the bad boys and stuff like that like to say the bad words and things like that. These people are a little more adult and kind of like Howard Stern era in that location of the internet, if you will. But it is hilarious. And like people like Kevin Brennan are there who are, former comedians and people that, had shows and stuff like that on major networks. So yeah, go check them out. That will blow your mind. But, I got a little bit more for you guys as well. Maybe some more from the Dabbleverse I want to hit you guys with, but okay. So like, I don't want to give you too, like, I'm going to hit you a little bit with this. This is Steel Toe morning show. They're also a part of the Dabbleverse as well. I don't know how they became attached to the Dabbleverse. It was more like people were making fun of them and they kind of leached on to the area. I don't know if it was who are these podcasts that got a hold of these guys and brought them in as well. But this is Steel Toe morning show. To the left of the gentleman Aaron with the goatee, and they both have glasses, Jesus, and they're both white. If you're facing the screen, the guy on the left is Aaron. He's the one who kind of runs the show. He recently is getting a divorce with his wife, who is also on the show with him. So if you don't know anything about this, though, it's kind of a little long backstory. But my man Aaron, he's had a bad 2 weeks. And some of you guys who know about this stuff, I'm sorry, I know it's a little bit late. You guys are kind of picking up on it, but it's good stuff. Let me catch a little bit on the chat for you guys. There's people that troll him and some are Elisa trolls too. Yeah, exactly, Gravity. If you remember correctly, Elisa went to Florida to meet up with John back in August, and she was going to IRL stream with him, but he had like a fit and was like calling the cops, and he didn't realize it was so in depth with people with you and the music and the noises and everything going on around. So he shut that down real fast and, like I said, called the police on Elisa. But she came back on the show a couple weeks back and kind of talked about what went down and stuff like that. So makes a little sense. Yeah, so definitely check it out. Ugh, Steel Toe. You don't like Steel Toe, Gravity? I don't want to. I don't hate Steel Toe, but I do want to choke him sometimes. See, it's like John, but it's like a kid making all these dumb mistakes, and it's just sad because like he had a wife before, and he met this new girl, April, who he then divorced the old wife for and became, with this guy, and then it all kind of fell to pieces from there. So the guy next to Aaron, who is the runner of the show, runs everything, is Johnny Crutches. Johnny has multiple sclerosis, and Johnny was having a really bad day. And if you know who Mersh is, Mersh messaged in to make fun of Johnny, and it just did not go well. And again, my man here has multiple sclerosis. He's having a bad day. So let's take a little peek at him.
First words for Johnny. How much does the co-host job pay? Because this dude sucks. Well, how about you get fucked?
Mersh doesn't like you, dude.
Oh boy, Mersh doesn't like me. What am I gonna do?
Don't make me.
And Mersh is also like an internet personality. Go look up Jim Medicare's videos on Mersh so you can learn who he is. He basically does another program like these guys called Nightwave. And I guess he's I want to say popular, maybe infamous is a better term for Mersh, but he's never done anything bad to me, so I don't want to pick on him too. Yeah, it's pretty awful. I've watched him a few times. Yeah, it's rough. It gets bad here.
You get in between the two of you.
In between the two of us, I don't give a shit. I've been fucking putting in a lot of work and helping out and a lot of shit. How much does the Mersh of this job suck? Oh, no, I'm fucking pissed.
Johnny's mad.
You want to just fucking come out at me? You want to come out at me for what?
Speak on it.
I'm not doing good enough for you? Well, too fucking bad. I'm kind of, I don't know, working 3 jobs, helping a friend out. How about you go fucking suck a dick, you piece of shit? Oh, I'm not entertaining the guy who's so fucking drunk he's still up at 5 in the morning? Whoopity-doo.
Johnny.
Did you send a rant against someone with whoopity-doo?
Yeah.
You got to give Aaron props with that. You really just hit him with a whoopity-doo? And then Johnny, man, he loses it. And he loses it.
Because like I said, I've been working a lot and I am getting sick of people like, oh, this guy's not doing a good enough job. Well, who fucking gives a shit? I'm doing the best I can for everything I've got to do. I'm DJing 2 days a week to make fucking ends meet. So how about if you don't like it, you don't fucking watch it? Oh, this dude sucks. Fuck off.
I'm giving away old bits and subs shirts today if anyone wants to throw in 20.
And that's the thing. Aaron is always trying to sell. He's trying to, obviously, like, they want to make money with their show and things like that. So they're trying to hit the goal of like $300 a show. So he's constantly badgering the chat to super chat, to send in money, to do memberships, anything to make cash. So it's like kind of a running joke with everybody else around him. And he gets it as well, but he doesn't care. He's just got to make that cash. And I get the hustle. I respect the hustle, but God, it gets old sometimes. So yeah, that's why I kind of wanted you guys to hear him say, you want to buy something?
$5 monies?
Dude, like I said, I'm getting fucking...
Just here, we're going to let you vent. We're going to let you... What are you doing?
My man's got multiple sclerosis. He's popping up and walking. He's rolling away. What you don't get on this one, too, is he, like, steps on the cables and, like, shuts everything down. And, like, the stream stops. Oh, poor Johnny. But there's a happy ending to it, so we'll get to that.
What are you doing?
What you doing, buddy?
Are you leaving?
He's out.
You taking a break? Can you believe all...
He came back, though. Johnny, he's got thick multiple sclerosis skin. I guess, I don't know. I don't got a joke on that one, but it was kind of sad. Yeah, what did you say? Pretty sure Z seeing Elisa on Still to a vid is how... Really? You think, Z was watching Steel Toe? That doesn't seem like a show that Z Sakura would watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I guess he was watching the other show with that girl. Maybe he was like lusting after April Gravity. Like, I don't. Please explain. I'm listening.
All this excitement. We're only a half hour into today's show.
Anybody who wants to call me as soft as a piece of fucking paper, I dare you to live my life for one fucking day, you'd blow your brains out.
He said toilet paper, not
toilet
regular
paper.
paper.
Oh boy, I didn't quote the fucking drunk cat lover, right? Fuck me.
Damn it, Aaron.
Los Federales says, guys, let's get Johnny some money.
Oh.
That doesn't sound like the worst idea in the world. Tony with $10 says, Johnny, you're my favorite co-host. I'm being dead serious.
Well, at this point, I'm almost the only one.
Oh, that was a shot across the bow. So like April, at this point, his wife has left the show. I think she left in like April. So and then we were pretty sure that she had left him altogether. And it kind of comes out as it did definitely happen. Really, really sad stuff. It's like you're watching Aaron's life crumble in front of us. And like, you can't stop watching it. Like it just keeps going and going, and it's just worse. And like, he's stepping on like a landmine, and you just want to be like, Aaron, no. And then he blows up, and he just won't listen. So it's a slow moving train wreck, but those are always the best.
I mean, like, you're my favorite.
Johnny, Matt, Keith.
So Johnny's standing next to him, so that's one of them.
Yanu, Gino. We've got as many.
Keanu and Gino have their own thing, and like they're in New York, so they like pop on every now and then, like they're friendly. And I think they only met because Steel Toe and April got with Anthony Cumia and a Compound, and so I think that's how they developed the whole Gino thing. So yeah, Rachel, that is I'd say one of those $50,000 questions, girl. So people are saying it's drugs. People are saying it's because of him. People are saying that the internet was so mean to her that she couldn't take it, so she left. He wasn't standing up for her. There's rumors that she was with other men, that they were swinging. Dude, it gets really, really bad. Oh, Gravity. Good call. I didn't even think about that. That's right, because Z Socorro also, I need to be putting these up more for you, man. My bad. Yeah, you're 100% right. I never thought about that because Z has that uncontrollable rage, and then you see Johnny just going nuts. Good correlation there, Gravity. You're the man. A woman.
Co-hosts we've ever had. When I was talking about the issues April was having. And
April, there you go. That's wifey. So this is a little bit after, and he's kind of talking about the sadness.
Her leaving the show. That fucking, that behind the scenes, that broke me a little bit. I know I kept it up on the air, and when I talked about it, my voice would crack a little, but that was the end of an era. That really, my wife, leaving the show.
My wife leaving the show. And that's kind of like when he admitted it. We all knew that it was exactly what
because,
took place.
She couldn't handle the people being mean to her. That fucking sucks, man. We were able to give him a bump here.
Talking about the money, but like since April left, he's basically insinuating that there was more money to go around, but I don't think that's kind of
seeing, with April leaving, we were able to give him a little bit more right away. Once April starts replacing that income, we'll be able to cut your guys' goals and maybe give Johnny a little more. So we're going to be able to offer some relief on the money issue. Some people have said Johnny's too soft. Some people have said Mersh is too big of a dick. Here's what I think it was.
So I was going to talk about this with Chow. If I ever start crying on a stream, you better kick me out of the stream or end the stream or something like that. Oh my God. How do you let your boy just sit there and suffer like that and start making money off it? Like, I would be so pissed off. I would stab you in the chest. Dr. Chow, you did that to me. Golly.
Mersh has come on this show many times, donated a lot of money. We appreciate it. Mersh is not banned from this channel. Thank you guys to the people who have said we handled it.
Mersh made your boy cry. He's not banned. Man. And then he's taking credit for doing a good job with it.
This morning, I thought we handled it very well also. I thought Johnny handled it well. I thought I handled it well.
Of course you did.
And by the way, to anyone on Twitter who was like, why did you leave the episode up? Johnny was making fucking bank today. I wasn't going to take that away from him. I asked him, do you want me to take it down? He's like, I made a shitload of money. Johnny also wanted me to thank everybody. What a fucking day Johnny had. First of all, you guys knocked everything out. You went 50 over.
Right to
and
the
then
money.
we put Johnny's Venmo and
about
PayPal and all of that stuff. Instead of you guys giving it to me and then me giving it to John.
Chow, he might, I don't know. Dr. Chow is someone you have a very hard time getting a read on, man. He like you just never know what's going on between those glasses and his brain and what's going on there. But I like him. I think he's a cool dude. So we'll keep him around. I think you guys like him too. Let me get some more stuff up for you guys. So yeah, Chow. Oh no, he's not Granny. So like I sometimes think like his voice is a little monotone, but when you go back and listen to what he's saying, it's gold. So like Chow's the man. It's girl, it's just an acquired taste thing. I love Dr. Chow, and I love you too. Okay, so let's get into something. This is what I wanted to. Again, I want to chat for this one too, but this happened not this weekend, but the weekend before. I was off, but they brought me in for it. A teenage gunman walked into a church in Abbeville, Louisiana. It's about 20 miles, I believe, to the east of Lafayette. And I guess something about, he said God told him to go in there and like to protect the church. In there were 60 children who were taking their first communion. So it was a very wild, tense moment. While this is going on, the camera is on the priest and like some of the parishioners. So all heck is like begins but doesn't begin. Like you got to watch this. I kind of buried the lead with this. Maybe I should have ran with this before the steel toe kept some of the watchers, but You got to check this out. This is very wild, and like nothing bad happened, but oh, it got very close to happening. So what I think I want to do is play what we ran at the station so you can kind of understand what took place and what we knew at the time. So I may have given you some information that we didn't know then, but here, check this out. See a little bit better. All right.
And we start News 15 weekend with breaking news. A tragedy narrowly avoided at an Abbeville church this weekend.
That's Jim Hummel. He's a very, very good anchor, very seasoned, very talented. This kind of guy that, you wake up and you listen to what he has to say. And before you go to bed, you're listening to what he has to say because he's very good at his job. He's very smart, always right, always on time. Him and Marcel, they're just these great anchors that we actually acquired earlier in the year. And I've been very blessed and fortunate to learn from journalists like him. So shut up, Will. Let's get back to the story. But I just want you to know who Jim is.
Where a teenager dressed in black and armed with a rifle was stopped by parishioners from getting inside, where 60 children were making their first communion. Tonight, we have a closer look at the tense moments that followed.
Check this out.
There was a situation going on. There was somebody at the church with a rifle.
The chaos in church was captured on a live stream of the service at St. Mary Magdalene Catholic Church, where 60 children were making their first Holy Communion. 48 minutes into the service, you can see a man approach Father Nicholas Dupre and whisper something in his ear. Father Dupre stopped what he was doing, then told everyone to sit, and he started praying the Hail Mary.
I would like everyone to join me in prayer.
Where altar servers ran to safety and clergy crouched behind the altar.
Wow.
According to witnesses, the teen, dressed in black and armed with a rifle, was confronted by parishioners, escorted outside, and placed under arrest. Witnesses tell News 15 police were concerned there could have been another person with guns inside the church, so police went in for a sweep.
So guys, just get a hold of your child, go slowly. We did apprehend a young man. He is in custody. He is in the police.
Yeah, dude. So how wild is that? I mean, golly. So we'll get back over here, and I'm going to show you the video that came with that. Now, this is the video that we got from the actual church itself. That video, that angle that you saw is what you're going to see, but you'll see it without the interruptions and things like that, and how just scary that went. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Pull that thing up. There it is. Gunman enters.
Pray, brothers and sisters, that my sacrifice and yours may be acceptable to God, the Almighty Father.
A little bit of that, and then Genesis communion. And again, see the people turn around.
Celebrating the memorial of our salvation,
Again, there are 60 children, and they're about to take their very first communion. They're all unprotected, unguarded. Not like you too, Rachel. So yeah, just imagine you're in there with these kids, and you find out there might be a gunman coming in.
humbly beseech your mercy, O Lord, that
Obviously,
this
that's
sacrament
Can you imagine that, what you're hearing? Like, how do you tell these people just it's going to be all right? I mean, you don't even know it's all right, so you're just hearing this. And everybody around you, like, what are they thinking as well? Like, that's going to be terrifying.
I'd like everybody to be seated for just a moment.
Well, security is running all around. Oh, I just sound relaxed. We still doing the proper procedures by going up to the altar and kneeling and such. Can you imagine, like, you're thinking about that instead of, like, telling people what's going on immediately? Like, I guess that calms people down, maybe?
I would like everyone to join me in prayer. Hail Mary, full of grace.
Oh. Like just like hearing that right now, like gives me chills. I can feel it. Like you can see it. Like you see the little bumps. I don't know if you can. Oh, like right there, that starting to say the Hail Mary, and like, what if, like in your mind, is this the last thing I'm going to hear? You know, is this the last words that are going to be said? Are these the last words I'm going to say? You know, is the Lord's Prayer? Like, wow. Oh, it's just chilling. Like, I'll let it play out. I don't mean to interrupt, but oh.
Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hour of
Hail
our
Mary,
death.
full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the...
You're saying that. You're just saying something like, no.
Everyone to join me in sinners.
I didn't hit the pause button.
Holy Mary, Mother.
I'm an idiot. But anyways, can you imagine like you're saying the Lord's Prayer and then security, not security, those are police officers with weapons going up and down. And again, that part was them looking for a second gunman possibly. So, oh, God.
God, pray for us sinners. Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee.
That's the open version of happening. We're going to see the look at that. Everyone's getting scared. Can you imagine, like, right there in the money, still praying? They're both still praying. It's like the Titanic going down, and they're still playing the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, golly, just feeling that emotion right there. And these people so scared. And look in their eyes. That's another question I have for you guys in the chat as well. Like, when do you stop praying and get the front door out of there? You know what I'm saying? Like, when do you keep praying or do you go? Like, what's the move here? You know, thank God I've never been in one of these situations. I'll tell you a story of that, but if I remember it, here we go. Oh, and you see the little children? See the little children there on the bottom right of the screen? Can you imagine? Those are your babies there. Again, about to take their first communion. There's a gunman or you don't know. And you, oh, gosh. I hate to keep interrupting, but you got to feel that palpitation. And look at them being down right there. Well, I thought about this too. And you saw the screaming. Like, do you go towards the gunman? Like, you're the priest, right? Aren't you supposed to protect everybody? Isn't that your flock? I mean, I know you can't do it if you're dead, but like, what do you do? I guess you let the police officers do their job. But I mean, they're like right there. That's like fight or was it flee or fight? That looks like flight right there. But, you know, who am I to say what I would do in a situation like this? Because I do not know. And I've never been it. Thank you, God. Hail Mary, full of grace. Everything. Because, oh, yeah, gravity. I'd pee. I'd do more than pee, girl. So they were thinking that he, not so much special needs, but maybe mentally disabled or somewhere in that realm situation. Because I think what he had said is God had told him to go protect the children with the rifle. And so that's where all that came from. But let's go back to the chaos. And I interrupted and it kind of brings it back down, but that other priest is like, it was a little better place for us to, maybe that's like a solid oak table or something like that. Like, and then like the cop up there too. Like, maybe I keep saying what I would do. I would run like hell. But like, you would think the cop would be a little bit closer to the priests. Like, I don't know, like when I was in the infantry and like, I was an RTO and I was like assigned to a lieutenant that I was supposed to, you know, hold the radio for and communicate back and forth to the bigger people and blah, blah, blah. If hell was breaking loose, it was my job to like die in front of him, like to protect him because he's the smart guy or something like that. That cop is protecting nobody. And then these priests, like they're just, again, though, what will we do? Oh, that's cool too. Hold on. Look at the officer. So, like, people that are in the military and, like, respect weapons and guns and things like that, you never, ever put your finger in the trigger well unless you're about to pull the trigger. It never goes in. It's always out. Like, you see how his finger's out like that? That's good. You want police officers like that, or you want people that handle weapons like that. Because, yeah. You see people with a finger in the trigger well, man, you run because they're about to pull it. What do you do? Like, what the hell? Have you ever seen quail out in the desert as you're like walking around and like you spook a covey of quail? They'll go like one at a time right in front of you. That's what that reminded me of, like quail when you're just driving down a dirt road and in the desert and they just bolt out in front of the car or something like that. Like scary stuff. And like instinctively, those choir boys were like, one at a time, do we go? Like, what were they worried about? I'm going to figure out we can get serious. Look at my man over here. He's still like, oh, I don't know about this. Oh, I don't know about you guys. Y'all stand up first, and I'll just kick it here for a little bit. Y'all tell me how it goes. That's the homie you don't want on the crew anymore, y'all. If you're at the club, don't bring that homie. He is not. He ain't got your back. He's gonna be with your girl later. Oh, man, he is driven too.
So guys, just get a hold of your child, go slowly. We did apprehend a young man. He is in custody. He is in the police custody. Calm down and just get next to your child and go.
Calm down and shut the fuck up. Just calm down. That always calms people. Always. Yeah. So that'll wake you up in the morning, huh? So not that we did, not last week, but the week before. Just wild stuff. Just go home and kiss your children, man. Be lucky that you're lucky. Can you imagine? And that's on a Saturday too. That wasn't even on a Sunday. Like, golly. We haven't heard further on that, or we would update you, and I will let you know if there is more that comes out of that. I think it's one of these things where he's a teenager. They'll probably like hide his identity and things like that and protect him. However you feel about things, that's just scary situation. Very lucky that nobody got hurt. They do look like puppets. Gravity. Yeah, like someone's got a hand up their butt and they're just making it move around, but wow. All right, so I'm going to take you guys back to the Dabble verse. Now get a palate cleanser from that. Come down a little bit. Ooh, too much blood pumping for everybody. But yeah, good stuff to see. Kind of, again, make you very much appreciate what you have and the good things that you have. You know what? Let's do something different. I don't know if you guys remember Vegan Princess. Some of you IRL people will. I wanted to do this up for Chow, but he had to get sick. A little jerk. I blame you and the bugs. Well, let's watch Vegan Princess real quick. Because why not?
Those voices.
They're not. Okay, so she's like just driving around doing her thing, Vegan Princessing. But you, oh no. You know what I mean, Gravity. So this is Vegan Princess. She has done meth on a stream. She likes to smoke weed on a stream. Yes, Vegan Patriot. There you go, VP. She is something a little bit different. I don't know if people know who she is. We can watch her real quick. She's gonna plow. Well, she's gonna run somebody or hit somebody with her vehicle, and then get a little sassy. So if you ever run me over, don't be a dick.
Fake, but I wonder sometimes.
Is it a look in her eye?
Oh my God, are you okay? No.
No.
I didn't see her. Why are you not looking? I was looking. I didn't see you. What the?
Okay. So, do you get sassy like that after you run somebody over? Like, you gotta be like, fucking bitch? Or are you cool about it? I've never been run over like that before. So, how would you handle being hit by a vehicle? Please leave a comment and a description there, the bottom of the chat. After this video is over, how do you handle being hit? I think Deacon did a good job of handling it, of running somebody over. Not too snarky, but just enough attitude to keep it real.
I'm telling you, I did not see you.
And she has a problem with this too, because a lot of times she's on her phone when she's driving and things. So this was gonna happen, but thankfully it didn't happen in like a really bad way where someone died. I think she just bumped into somebody, and then the Law and Order channel actually broke this down as well with the police officer and explained kind of the situation and how these are handled and how she did it well. Your favorite NJ showed me that, so if you want to go check out his stream, he can link you there. But yeah, we'll watch it again, and yeah.
Just tell me how I can help.
I don't know.
Can you unrun me over, bitch?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh, she's gonna talk to the streamer. This is funny.
Oh my God, you guys. I don't know what just happened, but it wasn't good. I'm trying to... Where do you want me to go?
Too trashy for Princess.
I plan on it. Can I park? Can I park?
I will run you over again.
All right, guys. Here's your content.
Right? I don't know about
He does
that.
hear those voices. They're not fake, but I wonder some...
I just love her eyes. Whoa! Did I just run somebody over? VP, you killing me, girl. Okay, we all saw that. I'm sure you guys probably all saw that in the past as well, but I'm like 2 weeks behind, so I had to hit you with this stuff. I'm not going to leave you behind. All right, I promised you some El Horrible and some Liam. This goes back to the Dabbleverse, Princess. Rachel, if you're still here, I'm hoping that you are. Some more Dabbleverse for you. I want you to get addicted to this too, so watch. You guys watch too. I don't know, Gravity, if you've seen this as well. Do you know her lore with Brandon in Albuquerque when she ran away from another creepy streamer? No, I don't. I know Albuquerque, and I know NJ's in Las Cruces, and that's like 3 hours south of Albuquerque. And I know that like him and like Don't Use Me Blades like drove through in the content bus or something like that. I don't want to get into this stuff, but I kind of do. I want to learn about it, but then I don't. But yeah. I know a little bit about this stuff. Yeah, Use Me Blades and stuff like that. Gerardo, he follows this stuff as well, but he's more into like the Nick Fuentes side of that. But I don't want to get into Nicky Boy. Yeah, so Liam. We're going to talk about Liam and El Horrible. El Horrible is a puppeteer. He is a dabble versateer. Very funny guy. He does Tukey, does voices and things like that. Follows along with the Dabbleverse. He's definitely a major pillar. He has his own show. He's actually on right now. He's killing my stream views. So thanks, Turkey. You didn't see that, but so Liam is like a random guy who just jumped into the Dabbleverse. He's 50 years old and he's going back to school to study film. So everybody's kind of giving him a hard time because why the hell are you going back to learn film at 50 years old? Like I went back to school in like my mid 30s to go do journalism and stuff like that. So I felt like I had enough time in life to kind of get the degree and then, you know, do what I'm doing now. So I've been in the business for like 10 something years. Right. So it worked for me, but like, I don't know. I was going to work for Liam. So he calls in after El Horrible was giving him a hard time. Oh yeah. Cool, Gravity. I appreciate you, girl. Yeah, oh, and you need to watch this Liam thing when you wake up tomorrow. Come back and watch the stream. You're allowed to go to bed, girl. I forgive you. But if you can, I want you to watch this. Hold up. Wait a minute. You got to watch Liam and El Horrible. All right, video file. We're almost to it. I think this is the last little bit I wanted us to see. It better be, and I'm going to punch him. There it is. Bedabbler, Liam, the Dabble.
I got to take this call. This is breaking.
Okay. Pat Dixon is the guy on the right. So another thing in the Dabbleverse, I think you have these in other things as well. People use characters, what are they? Avatars and things like that. Kind of like a VTuber. Basically exactly like a VTuber. But the animation moves with its face and stuff like that. So bottom left is Obnoxious John. They call him OJ. It's kind of like an homage to Stuttering John, I assume. Cardiff Electrith, he's the bottom right. He's the potato. He's very, very funny as well. Go subscribe to all these people's channels. Everybody on the stream is hilarious, including me. Subscribe to me first. So Potato there, yeah, he's at the bottom. He's a big Howard Stearns guy. He knows a lot about Stuttering John. So that's how he's kind of in this mix. Top left, that is El Horrible, Tukey, a bunch of other things. Dude is hilarious. Go subscribe to Bedazzler Network. Subscribe to El Horrible. You will not be sad. You will be happy. He's very funny. So kind of basically set it up. They're on El Horrible show. They're talking about Liam going back to college at 50 years old to study film. I'd love to know what you guys think about that.
News. Breaking news.
Spy report. Spy report.
Professional podcast guest Liam, you are on the air.
What's up, guys? How you doing? What's up, Pat Dixon?
Hey, Liam. How you doing?
So Pat kind of has his issues too. He got in a fight with Gino Biscotti. Apparently Gino was flirting with his ex-girlfriend. And so Pat, some say it's a sucker punch. Some say it wasn't, but just jaw jacked him, broke his jaw. And then I think Gino sued or pressed charges against Pat. So that's kind of Pat's background. He was on MLC with Kevin Brennan, but had to leave because he kind of got in a fight with him. And he is banned off of YouTube with his channel because he was a bad boy and he lost his channel. So then KB got in a fight with him. KB sucked. So that's your Pat Dixon report. Here we go.
Liam, why are
I'm
you
doing all right. I'm doing all right.
I'm just gonna come right out of the gate. Why are you going to school for film?
Why am I going to school for film?
Yeah.
I don't know. Why? Which one of you is asking? I'm not watching on
The guy
John?
This is El Horrible. Tukey.
El Horrible. Why wouldn't I go to school for film?
Because
what else would I be doing with my time?
Well, actually going and working on a film set as like a PA and work your way up and actually get paid to learn.
Okay. I mean, that is also a thing, but I got accepted into a school and I went with it.
Yeah, but what
did your check clear? Isn't that the acceptance that it takes for film school? Love you, Leo.
Did
someone suggest you to go back to school so it would help you? I mean, do you know? I mean, you live out in LA, right? So did someone suggest like, hey, go to school? This will help you get a job, or this was just something you did on your own?
No. So what happened? What happened was.
So you think he's rehearsed this story probably 1,000 times? Yeah, going back to film school at like almost 50 years old. And like OJ has a very good point. Like, what are you going to try to do? Jump in as a director or something like that? You haven't done any work in this field whatsoever, but you're going to become Scorsese or something like that. And then Liam, I think, to his credit, was a comedian at a time. I don't know of his work. I haven't seen much of it, but that's what you get from Liam. That's who he is.
I never really went to college. I kind of started working as a comedian my first semester when I was 19, and I never finished it. So as a project during lockdown, I just decided to go back to school and get a degree. So I went to community college, got an associate's degree, and then got into school and just kept going with it. So my question is, why wouldn't I go back to school for film?
Hold on.
I mean,
hold on.
honestly, if I could get a job, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I learned to bake bread during the lockdown. That's over now. Do something else.
Got a film school?
Yeah, I mean, you know.
I just don't know what the value in someone, you know, almost 50 having a degree in film. Like there's no studio out there that's looking at resumes like, shit, we need a director for this film, but I don't know. We can't think of anyone.
Right.
Get me some.
Like, do you want to hire a 50-year-old for your company? And maybe there's good 50-year-old workers out there and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, not throwing shade, but you hire kind of for the future too. Generally, when you bring somebody that's right out of school, you're thinking this guy's going to be here for 10 to 20 years. This guy's might be dead in 10 to 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't a long-term investment that you can really have in somebody that's going to pay up in the future and also train people to take his place, because by the time he's a grandmaster, he's going to be gone, you know? So that's basically why El Horrible Bedazzler is kind of razzing him.
Resumes. Let me see. 23-year-old just out of college. No. Wait a minute. Liam, he's almost 50 and he just graduated film school. Get me this man. He is the man we need for. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like if you're going to go to school for something you need school for. But film, it's like, just go work on a set and get paid to learn. Be a PA, you know what I mean?
What's the value of dressing up like a luchador and going on a
trust
podcast?
me, there's a lot of value in there, motherfucker.
Do it. Right.
Yeah, see, that was a Liam stepped in Upu there because El Horrible does very well in the Super Chat department. He does very well in the membership department. He does very well in the cameos and things like that. So Liam is wildly incorrect when he's making fun of El Horrible. This is, again, if you don't know what the Dabbleverse is, like, Liam doesn't, obviously. That was a very stupid and foolish thing to say. But I digress, because he's going to get his.
Well, that's the other thing. You also have to start doing your own show. You can't go on these other shows and be like, hey, here's my Venmo, send me money. Why don't you do your own live streaming and make money?
It's something I've thought about. I don't go on a lot of shows and say, here's my Venmo, send me money.
I like Pat up there at the top, right? Just kind of smirking.
Well, I mean, you go on Ray's show and do it, right?
Ray DeVito is also another lol cow. I hate interrupting you, but it's another big part of the Dabbleverse. Like, Ray is something else. Dr. Chow will break down Ray for you guys. He's like a Rayologist.
Right. So that's the show you're talking about, where the host 2 or 3 days a week, last minute, sends me a link and says, jump on my show, and then expects me to perform for 2 hours.
Well,
you jump on.
So, I mean, at what point...
You don't have anything else going on. Why
At
not?
what point,
you don't have to go on either.
At what point do you put value on your time, though, is what I'm saying.
But that's
you're
exactly
talking
why I'm
about,
saying don't
like,
go to school. But that's exactly why I'm saying don't go to school. Go get a job as a PA and start working on productions. And eventually,
you see, Liam seems a little smug there. You know what I'm saying?
Eventually, you rise up and
right.
you make friends. You network that way, and you're also getting paid to be there. That's the part of the school thing. Like, if you're like, hey, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, all that kind of shit, be like, awesome, go to school.
Right.
But to make films, I mean, it's the dumbest job in the world to make films. Like, it's the stupidest. For one, the content is what matters. The writing, the script, that's the shit that matters. I feel like I just don't want you to waste any more of your time going to school when you can actually be getting paid to be on a film set. You know what I mean?
What do you guys think? Y'all agree with that? Sounds pretty logical. You know what I'm saying? Like, going in there, like, kind of like what I did while I was going to school. I interned with the station, and they eventually hired me even before I graduated. So I was a photographer, like a cameraman, before I was even out of school. So, like, Liam, it just seems like, again, he's real pretentious in this situation. He thinks he's already got all kind of mapped out because he's super smart and all this, but you're not super smart going back to school for something totally different than what you're normally doing. So, a little frustrating.
Right.
That's all.
I feel like I'm wasting more time calling into this podcast than I am going to school.
Well, promote your Venmo because you got over 700 people listening now, motherfucker.
Right. I mean, the thing is, when I hear people, there are people who say that. And I mean, literally every single person I've had who said you're wasting your time going to school is someone who either failed out of the business themselves or is jealous that I have this amazing opportunity.
Not at all.
What are you?
I
went back to school at the age of 40.
They don't go to the school that's like has a lot going on in their lives.
All right.
Well, I'm a professional director, videographer, photographer. That's what I do in my own life. I direct, I produce my own shit. That's what I did. You know how I
That's
started
great.
that? I didn't go to
Congrats.
college. I went and actually went on the production sets. I
Right.
started as a PA.
Right.
Eventually as a PA, someone said, "Hey, our editor bailed." And I was like, "Hey, I've done some editing." They're like, "Great." They threw me in. I went from making $200 a day to $400 a day as an editor. Then as an editor, you go,
All right.
but
He's got a Starkey there, like Liam. You look jerk. Maybe I'm just picking up wrong on his the tone of his voice, but it sounds like he's being a little Starkey and rude there. Like he's getting good advice, like drop this college bullshit and go there and get the job. Stop wasting time and money. He's giving you good advice.
that's what I'm saying. All right, listen, you don't have to take my advice. I'm saying, listen, you're almost half dead anyway. Go to school. It's fine. I'm
It's
just
not
saying,
advice.
you're wasting your time,
These are
Liam.
the rantings of someone who's jealous.
I'm
of an
very
opportunity
jealous
I
of
have.
you.
So
I'm
that's
very
all.
jealous that almost
You
at
are.
50 you're going to school. I'm very
It's
jealous.
so clear you are.
Play
Plus, you
some
have like a
Super
negative
Tech.
view. I don't mean to
produced
interrupt. But you have like you say he's half dead, but he's he's half alive.
Glass half full. Big ol' Pat.
But Liam, I say if, going back to school late in life. Sorry, and I'm really sorry to interrupt El Horrible, but I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with it at all. In fact, but isn't the way to make it in LA if you want to make a movie just to go there and act like you own the fucking city? Like puff on a cigar and talk about
or a dick. Suck a few dicks. That'll get you farther than college ever will. Have you ever thought of molesting a child? That's very big in Hollywood.
Yeah, that's
right
a bitch
now,
too
molesting
far.
children.
Sorry, guys. I wasn't planned.
Listen, I think it's great that you have wait, is this a free ride to college?
I mean, who cares? It's none of your business what I'm doing, man.
Because I think you're wasting
honestly,
your time and your money.
Right.
You're wasting your time and your
Again,
money.
I'm wasting more time standing here talking to you in my apartment when I could be doing literally anything else.
All right, go make a movie. I don't want you to promote your Venmo. Goodbye. I don't want to waste any more of Liam's time.
Wait,
So Liam
I had
is
more
gone.
questions about Christian Blatt's soda choices.
So yeah, there you go. That is Liam from the Dabbleverse, and that is your taste of the Dabbleverse. We got to everything. We got to Alyssa getting sentenced. We got to the teenage gunman. We got to Liam. We even got some extra stuff. You know what? I have some Ricada stuff too. You know what? Got a little over an hour, almost an hour 20. We did it without Chow as well. I did it with you guys. You all made this happen, and I appreciate you so much for coming in and hanging out. You didn't have to. You are all the very best. I don't care what Chow says about you. You are tens in my book. So I'm going to play you guys a funny song before you leave. But again, I just want to let you guys know, thank you very much for hanging out with me. This makes this so much fun. All this Alyssa stuff kind of blew up, and here we are together. I like it. Oh, you want to see something kind of cool? I'll play you a song, but I'm going to show you this first. So, I was in El Paso, and I was doing a story on like the border or something stupid, just something, typical day in El Paso. And like this guy, like I'm on a road, I'm on a street in front of the border. And like this dude just pulls up behind me and just parks and just stops his vehicle. And I'm like, and I didn't even know he was there until the people in my ear were like, what's the dude behind you doing? And I was like, whoa. So check this out. This is a blast from the past. If it'll work.
ABC7's Will Heron is live with how this could affect El Paso. Will.
Yeah, see the dude behind me? He just parked. Okay, so that big fence right there, like you can see right above his truck, that's the border wall. That's Mexico. That X, that is in Mexico. Right there, like right by my head, that's in Mexico. And like I said, dude just parking.
Two postponements of Feria Juarez. City officials say ABC7's Will Heron is live with how ABC7's Will Heron is live with how this could affect El Paso.
All right, here we go.
Will. Eric, after the two postponements of Feria Juarez, city officials say that they're ready to open their doors on September 23rd through October 10th.
Dude just
City
lurking.
officials also said that they will strictly enforce wearing of the mask, social distancing, and hand sanitizing.
the Texas Tech.
Man.
Now, Dr. Misa went on to say that another way to make things a little safer at the Feria is to have a testing station. So
Dude,
that
just
if
chilling
anybody's
back there.
feeling ill, they can get themselves checked out. Now, coming up at 6, we'll talk to Moral Pasoans to see what they think about the event and more from Dr. Misa. Here, next to the X, I'm Will Harris.
Dr. Meza emphasized to ABC7 that the
That's Eric Alkin right there. Yeah, just some random guy in a live shot. It'll happen to the best of us, though. But I am going to play this for you, though. I want you to. This is a song that I like. I'm going to add it to the intro in a tiny bit when I get more clips to add it to. But this one will play you out too. I didn't even maximize anything.
We want game. We want beat. We want trap. We want trap queen. I am from Ching Chong, Ching Chong, Ling Ling Ling. One gang, Hostino Doso with Puzzle Rap. Puzzle Rap. Ling Ling Ling, Ying 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 Ying. Big ass rice field filled with Wuhan rice. Wuhan rice. Ling Ling Ling. Wuhan gang. I am from Panda Express, back of the Wuhan lab. Wuhan lab. Chinatown. Chinatown. China rice field with Wuhan rice. Wuhan rice. Wuhan gang. Ching chong, ching chong. That's Wuhan gang. Ling ling ling. Chinatown. No have pay. Wait, that's not Wuhan gang. Ling ling ling. Wuhan gang. Panda Express, only #1, back of Wuhan lab. Wuhan lab. Chinatown. Chinatown. China rice field with Wuhan rice. Wuhan rice. I am from Chinatown. Chinatown. I am hard as rock. Hard as rock. Extra soy sauce, Naruto. Ling ling ling. Wuhan trap. Wuhan bats gang. Big egg roll. Ling ling ling. I'm from Chinatown. Hard as rock. Chinatown. Basu Hashino Doso. Ying ying. Wuhan gang. Wuhan gang. Wuhan gang. Hard as rock. Wuhan gang. Hashino Doso with Basu. Ying 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 ying. Wuhan gang. Wuhan gang.
Y'all behave out there. Have a great rest of your week. If anybody gives you any trouble, just say, ling, ling, ling.